This is my first time speaking to the board. My kids went to Glenwood, but I wanted to express the past few months watching in disgust the kangaroo court that was the Bennett hearing, the hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars that you all wasted, the cronyism, the retaliatory practices against our teachers who testified in favor of Bill Bennett, and the superintendent's forced hires in our schools. All of it disgusted me. We are about to fill several important positions in this district, and as you said, it's a top district. And I want assurances that you're going to do background checks. Is the cronyism so bad in this district that you do no background checks? And the reason I know you don't do background checks is I'm going to read you a few excerpts from the Delaware Daily Times dated January 4th of 95, the 5th of 95, January 15th of 95, and July 3rd of 1996. The first one is Academy Park principal on thin ice. James Wigo's job as principal at Academy Park High School is in jeopardy, a member of the Southeast Delco School Board said yesterday. The board was notified 2 days ago that a problem existed and that action would be taken. From January 5th of 1995, Wigo is going but not fired. The superintendent of Southeast Delco said yesterday that Academy Park High School principal James Wigo was not dismissed, but actually he left to pursue his doctorate. Southeast Delco comes to terms with principal. Academy Park Wigo's resigns with settlement, but officials are mum on reasons. The Southeast Delco board accepted the resignation of Academy Park principal James Wigo and approved a, quote, settlement agreement, but hints that there were possible problems with the administrator remain a mystery. Quote, we are not at liberty to comment on the sabbatical leave or resignation, but I'll let my comment stand by itself. And finally, from the 3rd of July 3rd, 1996, James Wigo retired in January of 1995 under a sealed agreement with the board. So now we have a former pornography principal and our superintendent, both with sealed files. During Mr. Wigo's hiring process, either the board knew about the existence of this sealed file and hired him anyway, or they didn't know about its existence. And if you think about it, either one of those is troubling, and the board must look into this further. And Mr. Wigo, in a recent newspaper article, you referenced Mr. Jakowski, and you said, quote, you never know what's in someone's heart. And I have to tell you, at the time of a hire, I would have been less concerned about what was in his heart as what was in his file. You also said, quote, you fully intend to survive the efforts to oust you. There are no less than 3 Facebook groups of a petition of over 800 residents dedicated to your removal. And I'm puzzled why you would want to continue to be part of a community that does not see you as a solution. So I'm going to finish where I began. How will you vet candidates for this district, and how will you continue to make sure that we are a top district with candidates that have been fully vetted? Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments.